If you think credit card rewards are free money, the banks have a special name for you, and it's not a compliment. It feels like infinite money. Swipe, beep, dopamine, repeat. You're booking Bali flights and Michelin dinners like you hacked the Matrix. The banks are tossing you scraps like you're a pet who learned a new trick. They promise you'll travel the world for free and build wealth by spending money. It's basically magic. Plot twist, this magical bank is actually a casino with better interior design and worse odds. And in this casino, the house owns the table, the deck, and your instincts. Today, we reverse engineer the most sophisticated poverty trap ever invented. We look at the math behind credit card debt, why credit card rewards are a psychological weapon, and how to hack your credit score so you stop being a user and start being a player. Let's start by defining the teams. In the banking industry, they have specific names for you. If you pay off your full balance every month and never pay interest, the banks call you a deadbeat. That is the actual industry term. They hate you. You use their infrastructure for free and give them nothing. But if you carry a balance, if you pay only the minimum payment, they call you a revolver. You are their favorite customer. You are the whale. The entire industry is designed to turn deadbeats into revolvers. The trap relies on a flaw in the human brain. We don't understand exponential math. When you see a card with 25% APR, your brain thinks, I'll pay it off soon. But let's run the numbers on credit card interest rates. If you have $5,000 in credit card debt and only make the minimum payment, it won't take a few months to pay off. It will take over 20 years. You will pay back the $5,000 you borrowed plus another $10,000 in interest. You bought a $5,000 sofa, but you paid $15,000 for it. That is not a loan. That is financial slavery. The bank knows this. That is why the minimum payment is in bold text, while the full balance is hidden in fine print. They anchor your brain to the smaller number. If everyone paid their cards monthly, the industry would collapse overnight. But wait, you say, I do pay it off. I just use it for the points. I'm travel hacking. Ah, the rewards trap, the smartest trick the banks ever pulled. In the old days, debt felt heavy. Then banks hired behavioral psychologists to gamify it. They added progress bars, levels, and shiny points to turn spending into a dopamine hit. They created a Skinner box. You swipe, you get points. Your brain feels productive. I'm not spending, I'm earning miles, you tell yourself. But here's the data. Studies show people spend up to 100% more when using credit cards versus cash. The pain of parting with physical money is gone. It's frictionless. Let's do the math on your free flight. You get 2% cash back. To earn a $500 flight, you spend $25,000. If the psychological effect caused you to overspend by just 2%, you already lost the game. And most people overspend by 20 or 30%. You are stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. You spend $25,000 on things you didn't need to get a $500 reward the bank bought in bulk. But the scam goes deeper. Where does the money for those rewards come from? It comes from the interchange fee. Every time you swipe, the merchant pays about 3% to the bank. Who pays that fee? You do. The merchant raises prices to cover it. When you buy a coffee, you pay a credit card tax whether you use a card or not. Your points are just a tiny refund of the extra money you already paid. It is a wealth transfer from the poor who use cash to the rich who use rewards cards. The poor pay higher prices to fund the first-class flights of the wealthy. Now let's talk about the boss level, the credit score. Your credit score is not a measure of wealth. You can have $1 million and a 0 score. You can be broke and have a perfect 850. Your credit score is a measure of how good you are at being a profitable customer. It is an I love debt score. But in the 2026 economy, you need it. You need it to rent an apartment or get a job. The system gated survival behind this number. So, How do you hack it? You exploit the algorithm. The biggest factor is credit utilization, the percentage of your limit you actually use. If you have $10,000 in limit and spend $9,000, your score tanks. You look desperate. But if you spend $10, your score skyrockets. You look disciplined. Here's the credit score hack. You want the highest limit possible, but the lowest utilization possible. You want access to $100,000, but use zero. This is the 30% rule. Never let utilization go above 30%. Ideally, keep it under 10. To boost your score fast, pay your bill before the statement closes. Make the balance zero before the bank reports it. You are ghosting the system, using the card but appearing debt-free. But what if you're already in the trap? What if you're drowning in credit card debt? First, stop the bleeding. Cut the cards. Delete them from Apple Pay. If you have to walk across the room to get your card, you might realize you don't need that plastic nonsense. Second, the math. The avalanche method, paying highest interest first, is mathematically superior. The snowball method, paying smallest balance first, is psychologically superior. Right now, you need a win. Third, look into a balance transfer. Move debt to a card with 0% APR for a year. It buys time, but be careful. If you don't pay it off before the year is up, the interest comes roaring back. This brings us to the ultimate realization. The credit card is a power tool. In the hands of a deadbeat, it provides security and free flights. In the hands of the average person, it is a chainsaw without a guard. The banks spent billions on algorithms betting you'll slip up. They're betting you'll miss a payment or lose your job. When you carry a balance, you voluntarily sign up to pay a 25% tax on your life. You work 1 week every month just to pay for things you already forgot about. The only way to win is to refuse their rules. Be the deadbeat. Pay the full balance every month, automatically. Treat it like a debit card. If you don't have the cash right now, don't buy it. The rewards are only free if you never pay interest. The moment you pay 1 cent of interest, the bank wins. Points vanish into the black hole of compound interest. You have to decide, are you the player or the NPC? Are you farming the banks or are they farming you? But for now, pay your bill in full. Which part of the credit card game is confusing you the most? Drop your questions in the comments below. And if you're ready to stop playing like an NPC, hit subscribe. Let's get your money right.